Okie dokie, boys and girls. So, today is everyone's favorite day of the week, leg day. And in true calisthenics fashion, I'm gonna start off with an excuse as to why I'm not going hard today. Because, someone has to uphold our reputation, I've been posting leg days once every 3 days for the past half year and plus, I guess. And, people might start thinking that calisthenics bros actually train legs, which, that would be dangerous, right? So why I am not going hard today is basically because in this bulk, I have two goals left regarding strength. I have my weight goal, of course, but I also have strength goals. I am done with the front lever. I am done with hamstrings, and I have squats and planche left. Now, for the planche, I'm very close to my goal. I got 15 seconds in Japan under really bad conditions. So I decided to focus on planche and really just go for it. Get that goal cleared off, check off the box, and after that I will focus on legs. Like a true calisthenics athletes, I have an excuse of, oh no, I cannot train legs because I have to focus on planche at the moment. But it's true. If you are trying to achieve your goals and you're trying to achieve everything at once, you only have so much energy to spend. I have said this before, but if you have eggs and you have a basket, right? You have a basket for each goal and you distribute your eggs. If you put all of your eggs in one basket, right? The basket is going to be filled up. You have all your energy to spend there. You're going to progress very rapidly in that one goal. And the more you spread your energy, right? The more, you are able to work towards more goals, but the progress on each one of those is going to be slower. So for me, I'm going to I choose to focus on the planche for now, save most of my energy for those planche workouts, do more planche workouts, and then put legs a bit on the back burner. And once I achieve the planche goal, everything will be focused on squats, because that's the only goal that I have left. So that being said, right, we have to kind of make a sacrifice, right? If you want to achieve something, you have to sacrifice it, and it just happens to be the stereotypical legs, right? Calisthenics athletes are happy to sacrifice their legs. But anyway, nonetheless, we have a workout today, a leg workout. It's gonna be hamstrings and pistol squats. Now, I said I am not going hard, but that also being said, I do have something I want to work towards, because after that planche goal is achieved, I think I'm gonna cut the bulk short at a couple months. I'm gonna give myself a couple months, like 2 or 3 months, to actually reach my 75 kilos of body weight. That's my weight goal. And in that time period, I want to achieve the biggest pistol squat possible. I want to make my legs as strong as possible to finish off the bulk. And in order to do that, I'm gonna build volume on the Nordic curls, and I'm gonna build volume on decently heavy pistol squats to build a base for the final 1 rep max. Now, as for the Nordic curls, that's what I'm gonna start with today. I want to work towards 50 Nordic curls in one training, which would be a huge PR, because I think at the moment I got like 35 at most, or maybe 40, I forgot. But getting 50 in one training would be very epic. So that's something I want to work towards, because it will just make me horsecock strong. So yeah, first up is the Nordic curl. I'm just gonna head outside, do my training, talk about it, and then we'll move on to pistol squats afterwards. I'll explain a little bit regarding that training as well when we get to it. Let's go. Okie dokie, so that's set number 1 done. It's been about 4 weeks since I've done the Nordic curl last, so I'm not used to it anymore. And basically what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna do a light variation of the Nordic curl. I'm using my pinkies as assistants, so basically I'm not carrying my entire body weight, which allows me to do more sets, more volume, get the blood flowing again, get my body used to the movement pattern again, and basically this will allow the muscle memory to kick in efficiently. So that's what I'm doing here. And if in the end everything feels good, I might just try an unassisted Nordic curl. But like I mentioned, it has to feel good. The Nordic curl is an exercise that is not only heavy on your muscles, but also, of course, on your tendons and your ligaments. So you really have to be careful. You want your tendons and your ligaments to be strong enough to be adapted to handle high loads. So we'll see in the end how it feels, but I'm not going to push myself. But anyway, I guess it did. Since it's been a long time since I did the exercise, I'll shortly explain, but the Nordic roll is an exercise, body weight obviously, for your hamstrings. So I'm using my pinkies as assistance, but it's not a finger push-up. I'm using my pinkies or any finger basically to push myself up, to help myself up, so that the load on my hamstring becomes less, and that way I can do the exercise. But the Nordic roll, in my opinion, is one of the best exercises you can do for hamstrings, regardless of body weight training or gym training, like weighted training. Like in general, it's one of the best exercises in my opinion, because it just, yes, it hits your hamstrings, but it also gives you strong tendons. It hits your lower back as well. You're building a posterior chain that is basically bulletproof to handle any other exercise. I mentioned before, for planche and front lever, those are the king of push and pull exercises, because if you get strong at those, you will have carryover at any other exercise as well. And the same is true for the Nordic curl, where if you're able to do the Nordic curl, anything that has to do with your posterior chain, especially from the lower back and down, it's gonna get stronger. Like, it's insane how much carryover you have from Nordic curls to like a deadlift, for example. I was able to pull 180 kilos, I guess 4 or 5 pounds, like 4 plates, without any experience at a body weight of 65 kilos, because I was doing front lever, the upper portion of your posterior chain, and then I was doing Nordic curls, the lower portion of your posterior chain. And just the carryover from those two exercises allowed me to pull 2.7 times of my body weight. So Nordic curls, if you have the space to do it, definitely give it a go, but let's get the remaining sets in. All right, 5 sets of 10 reps done. It felt better towards the end, although I'm getting tired, but my tendons are warmed up completely, so I think it's safe to try 1 set of unassisted Nordics. If I can get 1 rep, I'll be happy. Let's see what happens. I'm cramping everywhere. I have strength, which is good, but I'm cramping everywhere. Holy shit. Next time we'll get 3 reps at least. Oh, I am not hydrated. Holy shit. I'm cramping everywhere. Funny how that goes so much easier mobility wise on the right side. But anyway, that was my warm-up set for the pistol squats. I'm gonna finish the workout here with 5 sets of I don't know how many reps with 36 kilos. The strategy for pistol squats is basically to build up volume with a relatively heavy weight, with lots of sets and lower reps per set over a long period of time. So before I went to Japan, I was doing like 10 sets of 3 reps, which I'm not gonna do today. Today, 5 sets will be enough, but eventually, That's what I'm gonna head back towards. When full focus goes onto squatting, I'll be back doing 5 to 10 sets of like a relatively high weight, periodically, and just build volume in the legs, to get these chicken legs. Yeah, I think they're actually getting, they got skinnier in Japan, I believe, because I weigh 72 kilos only, right? I thought I didn't lose any weight. I did. I lost a lot of weight. The reason my weight was high when I got back was because, I was so fluffy. My body was holding so much water weight for some reason from being on the plane. And then the next day, all of that water weight was gone, by sweating and by pissing it out. And I was just like 72 kilos and a bit. So I have to eat a lot. And when I'm gonna focus on the squats, basically, it's gonna be eating as much as possible and squatting as much as possible. So the strategy in the meantime, when I'm still focusing on the planche, is to build a bit of volume already, but not at too high of an intensity. So 5 sets, I think 3 reps will probably be correct, or like a good intensity. So we'll see how that goes, but yeah, ain't nothing to it but to do it. Holy fucking shit, I'm way weaker than I expected. Okay, set 1, only 2 reps. I have to fucking figure out how to get hydrated. My bicep is just cramping from holding the weight. Drink water, boys, and eat salt. Yo, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the oh, god damn it. I'm actually mad about this. What the fuck? That's 36 kilos. Holy shit. I'm gonna try one more set, I don't care. I have to be able to do this for another set. Change of plans, I'm gonna do this for another set. Aim for 3 reps. And then lower the weight and do another max out set. Fuck. Shit happens. Fuck. Fuck. Alright. For some reason, the difference between left and right has gotten bigger during my vacation to Japan. I mean, fuck, nothing to do about it, right? That's just life. I now have to deal with this problem, but I'm fucking mad about it, don't get me wrong. Like, holy shit. I am excited for the next leg day to just have my fucking revenge. This is pathetic. Like, I went into this workout thinking, we're gonna hit 36 kilos, some baby weight, light, 5 sets, 3 reps, no big deal. I'm not even able to get 3 reps for 1 set. That's fucking bullshit. I mean, sometimes things don't go to plan, and you can either, cry about it and stop training, cry in a corner, or I guess I'm still crying about it, but at least I'm not gonna sit in a corner. I'm I'm gonna get my fucking revenge. Fuck this bullshit. 36 kilos? I should be fucking baby weight. What the fuck? Fuck. Okay. Let's repeat on the other one. Okay, boys. Fucking hell. The focus is planche. Don't get me wrong. But one thing I'm sure about. Next time, I'm gonna get my revenge on 36 kilo pistol squats. Sometimes things don't go as planned, but you can turn it into an advantage, you know? You can take your fucking frustration, your anger, don't put it away. You know, examine it, think about it, let it simmer in your head, let it keep you up at night, and use it to fucking demolish your next workout. So, next leg day, 36 kilos, I'm gonna fucking destroy that bitch, you know? Like, 36 kilos, like I said, it's fucking baby weight. But anyway, focus is planche. For the quadriceps, I'm just gonna focus on getting my strength back gradually. We're gonna smash the planche PR, the 20 seconds of hold, and then we're gonna get the sickest legs in the calisthenics business, because these bad boys sadly have shrunken, possibly. You know, 72 kilos, I come from almost 74 before, you know, traveling to Japan, so it's inevitable that some muscle is gonna be lost as well, but muscle memory, boys. We're gonna get things back on track and then finish the bulk with a bang.